find out about the female anglerfish's mating behavior. If you were like a female anglerfish, you wouldn't have to go looking for a date. Instead, you'd release a chemical trail of pheromones into the water, and the guys would find you. Unfortunately, male anglerfish are 40 times smaller than their females. However, they can give the ultimate love bite.
God, I miss the movies.
He's the pride of the Navy and the salt of the sea. You can tell he's a hero all the way. He's the one who will lead us on to victory.
I'll take anything. Asylum, Uber Ball, anything.
It's a great celebration like the 4th of July. They declare it a legal holiday. Every flag in the nation will be flying high for the
What?
This? The Incredible Mr. Limpet. Why have I not heard of this? This is a Warner Brothers produced animated flick. You'd think, I would have heard something about it. Surely it's not that obscure. What's wrong with it? What's the story anyway? Okay, I get it. You'll see. So the Incredible Mr. Limpet begins with the US Navy being thanked for helping reveal some military secret. Cue whimsical music as these two generals or whatever chat about whatever that military secret is.
Peace. Not as long as naval scientists are trying to prove that porpoises have brain structures rivaling man's. Tests every day are proving these sea creatures are so intelligent and possess such amazing faculties that they seem almost human.
Wait, what?
Even superhuman.
Porpoises as intelligent as man. Huh. And I thought we were the smartest. I thought we were the smartest. I thought this was understood. But, clearly I was wrong. Clearly, if you're a kid wanting to learn more about our species and, how as smart as porpoises we are, this is the fucking film to watch. Anyway, we flash back to Mr. Henry Limpet, some geeky looking idiot, played irritatingly by Don Knotts, who works in a bookshop.
There's a fish in the water cooler.
I know, it's mine. Hi there.
Why would he put his fish in a water cooler? Why? Who does this benefit? How do you even clean it? We follow him home, where we meet his loving wife.
Control yourself, Henry. We have a guest.
Why is that important? Then this guy walks in out of nowhere, some pain-in-the-ass sailor who clearly just boned Limpet's wife. I mean, it's so obvious. I actually think on some level that telepathically still doing it.
Oh, fine. Excuse me, Henry.
Get a room, you guys. And don't mind Limpet, he's only right there. These people are horrible.
George, he's going to talk about the mating habits of the shellfish. It's a little risque. Sort of for adults only,
Dude, shellfish mating habits? This turns you on. This. I'm starting to see why your wife's fucking that fat guy.
Look at him, George. Always drawing into his shell, going off into his fish world.
Fish world. So Limpet tells us a bit more about his fascination with fish.
He's read hundreds of scientific books on the subject. He claims millions of years ago there was nothing but fish in the world.
Wait, he came up with that theory? Him. This guy. The shellfish guy. Nah, man. No. I happen to have the spirit of Darwin right here. In this penguin. So Darwin, is that really true? Did Mr. Henry Limpet really come up with that theory?
You did things to me.
What?
Last night, you touched me.
Oh, fuck off, Darwin. Fucking penguin bastard. Anywho, this leads us to the first song of the film. Yes, it is a musical, kind of.
Fish have a better life than people.
I wish I were a fish, 'cause fishes have a better life than people.
Really? This is the song we're starting with. This is the first song. I wish I were a fish. With these lyrics and everything.
I wish I were
Dude,
a fish, 'cause fishes
fish
have
suck.
a better life than people.
Wake up and smell the plankton.
They don't have all the care and strife of people.
A fish can swim, that's all they ask of him.
So after that piece of ear rape, Mr. Limpet fucks some shit up in the house and decides to go out for a while.
Now, Bessie, I'm going to run right down to the pet store, and I'm going to get a new regulator for the intake hose.
Whatever you do, don't help clean up the mess. Jeez. Wait. Reverse evolution? This is some Super Mario Brothers movie shit right there. You know, fish don't get no wetter than this. So Limpet gets to the docks and ends up leaning stupidly close to the water as the music warns him in probably the best reprise I've ever heard.
Be careful, be careful, be careful.
What if that happened in other movies, like with a musical score warning the characters during a scene?
Careful, be careful, be careful.
Exactly, it would be hilarious and wrong. Speaking of which, Mr. Limpet slips, falls, and dies.
Save him. Oh, what'll we do? Save him.
Okay, he doesn't actually die, but get this. Instead, he turns into a talking cartoon fish. Explain that, Darwin. So what's the moral of this movie so far? If you make a wish and it doesn't come true and then you commit suicide, then all your problems will be solved regardless of how it affects other people or, you know, how logic or, you know, reason or physics work.
Have you lost you?
I got this back. from
No,
the pet
no,
shop.
no, no. No, I'm sorry, you can't cut back to reality after a man just turned into a fish. You just can't. All credibility you once had is now gone. Okay, the best you could do now is to just go down the Page Master route and just make it all a cartoon. And at the end, just explain it away with some dream or whatever. It's far too late for bed knobs and broomsticks type, you know, whimsy. I think you kind of fucked that up with the whole, like, weirdly suicidal and darkly psychosexual plot thread there.
And I thought it all would be so beautiful. Wish I were home with Bessie.
Believe it or not, Mr. Henry Limpet, now a fish wearing glasses, I just thought I'd remind you, he's got regrets now. Yeah, he's already missing home.
Wish I were home with Bessie.
Well, he should have thought about that before drowning himself to be a fish. What the hell am I saying?
Be careful how you wish, for wishes can come true.
this isn't a wish. This is not a wish. This is mad. This is craziness. There's wishing, and there's whatever this is. We soon meet another one of our main characters, whom I like to call Yosemite Crab. An annoying little bastard, to say the least.
Action, you four-eyed flounder!
Say, you're talking to me.
But he's not entirely useless as a character, since he realizes something about Limpet. He can make irritating, high-pitched sounds.
Golly, did that come out of me?
Nothing's coming out of anybody. Can we not go there, please? Fish Limpet then meets a lady fish, and sweet mother of God, things get really fucked up really fucking fast.
It was just a simple thing, really. I mean, anyone could have done that.
Well, I think you're wonderful. Oh, yes.
Is he turned on by a fish?
Well,
I was right earlier? How dare you, movie? How dare you make my jokes real? So disturbing. I feel so bad for calling his wife a cheat now. You go, girl. Fuck that fat sailor man-child.
I have to tell you that, well, I'm married.
Married? What is that?
Well, I have a wife. Do you suppose that we could just be, well, more or less friends?
Friends?
That's the reason he doesn't want to fuck a fish? That's the reason? Because he doesn't want to cheat on his wife? Dude, you're a fish. I think she'd understand. I'm pretty sure that turning into a cartoon character counts as fair grounds for divorce. You know, I think maybe you shouldn't fuck a fish because it's horrendous.
But ladyfish! I didn't mean it!
Oh, he didn't mean it. Oh, he doesn't give a shit. Alright, okay. That's fine then. So much for the noble Mr. Limpet.
President will ask Congress tomorrow.
Our country at war?
He forgot about the war? How do you do that? Well, I guess if you turn into a... Well, yeah. If I turn into a fish, I'll probably forget a couple of things.
To Brooklyn. I'll find George Stickle and I'll do something.
What? What? Forget about the war. What the... You're a fish. You're a fish. Who gives a flying fuck about the war? How does anything that happened up there affect you down here with the crabs and the eels and shit? And then you can forget about your wife and start fucking fish, but you can't forget about the war and start just worrying about fish things like laying eggs on seahorses' dicks? Bull fucking ass shit. I have been more eloquent in the past.
They're missing the U-boat.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Limpet starts helping the soldiers.
No, George, that was me.
You a fish?
This movie's script is like a turd falling out of my ear.
Wunderbar!
Who wrote this? Did I mention there were Nazis in this? Oh yeah, good luck trying to figure that shit out, Nazi bastards. We have fish people, motherfucker.
Are you out of your mind, Harley? How can we pay a fish?
Wants the pay sent to his wife in Brooklyn.
Fish? Has a wife in Brooklyn?
But she's not a fish. She's a real woman.
Oh God. These guys' primary concern at the moment is how to pay the fish? How to give money to the fish, you know, because what? You know, it's important. You got it. This guy's won the war. How? Anyway, then the movie turns into some weird pro-Navy propaganda film with Limpet being labeled as the pride of the Navy. Even though when he was human, they treated him like shit and wanted nothing to do with him, but whatever. So what is the patriotic moral here, really? Because Mr. Limpet was perfectly willing to help, you know, before becoming a fish, but, you know, so the moral is, if you're kind of skinny and geeky looking and kind of old, then, you know, you can fuck right off. But if, you know, you can become a cartoon at will and, you know, kind of, you got these magical powers you could potentially use to our advantage, you know, you come in. Make yourself at home, pull up a chair.
Every flag in the nation will be flying high for the super noodle dandy of the USA. He's a leader.
These propaganda shots are ridiculous. I'm starting to think the film is taking itself seriously, and this scares me. Just when you thought the movie couldn't possibly get any dumber, Fish Limpet loses his glasses and he's soon crawling around the ocean floor, blindly searching for them. Swim! Or, you know, ask a crab for help, or... Wait. Shouldn't turning into a fish have fixed your eyesight somewhat? Come on! How much could I possibly be required to buy in this movie? But Ladyfish returns to help Limpet. She proceeds to say things that sound pretty disgusting.
Limpet, I've never heard anything more beautiful than that noise you make. Then I'm going with you too.
No, you can't. It's a very dangerous mission. Wait for me here, Ladyfish.
Oh yeah, it's a very dangerous mission. Yeah, wait for me here, Ladyfish, while I, male fish, can lose his glasses and doesn't see anything and crawls around the ocean floor, goes and saves the day. You know, Limpet, the Nazis couldn't give two fucks about a fucking ladyfish in the water, okay? I think, you know, she'll be alright, she'll be fine. Yes, the wife comes back and has a chat with Limpet Fish. Of course, she doesn't react appropriately to speaking to a cartoon fish version of her husband. I mean, surely the realization that a cartoon character has transcended reality and is now floating in front of her, speaking to her as her husband, would have literally blown her mind. But whatever, I'm thinking way too much about this film. My brain hurts and my voice is giving out.
Are you really happier down there, Henry?
Oh, if you only knew, Bessie.
Well, I guess this is goodbye, Henry.
Wait, he chooses a fish instead of a human woman. That's me swallowing my own vomit.
Regarding porpoise activities.
Henry Limpet, your name will live forever. America owes everything to you.
So that's how the US won the war. Fish! What the fuck is this movie? First of all, the idea of a propaganda film for kids, there's just something unsettling about that. Especially one which suggests that the reason the US Navy helped win the war effort was all thanks to some fucking cartoon fish. That's just insulting. And yes, I'm well aware that it's meant to be a comedy, but it doesn't work as that either. It's not funny. It's only funny because it's bad, and that wasn't intentional. The acting is awful, the plot is retarded, the animation disappointing to say the least, the characters mostly dislikable. It's just bad. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's for kids, so what does it matter? Fuck that! Just because it's for kids doesn't mean it should be fucking stupid. I don't know if you've seen that, but there's a movie called Help, I'm a Fish. That was idiotic as well, and the same type of thing with people turning into fish, but at least it was entertaining, at least it was harmless, and the animation was okay. I didn't like Help, I'm a Fish either, but it is God compared to Mr. Limpet. Trust me on this. I mean, look at a film like The Brave Little Toaster. It's a film about a talking toaster. Sure, it's stupid, it's dumb, you know, it's like his blanket starts talking and shit, but it's a good movie. Like, you know, you care about the characters. There's a story you can follow that's interesting. You know, they get into all sorts of danger, and you're like, oh no, the vacuum cleaner's gonna die. And, you know, just saying it out loud makes me realize how fucking stupid that is. But I still like that movie. But this, it's just like...
Let's shove off!
The Brave Little Toaster was purely surreal. It never tries to get you to join the Navy, or buy the whole wishing for stuff equals getting it, or clumsily suggests that suicide can sometimes be for the best, or that sometimes men just want to fuck fish. You know?
Oh, yes.
Look, I know some people are fucked up. You know, I've heard of people fucking, you know, sheep or horses or, you know, penguins. But, like, no one has ever wanted to fuck a fish, like a goldfish or something. It's just like, maybe a whale or a dolphin or like a mammal, but like, nothing like that. That's crazy. That's not even realistic at all. It's just, what is the movie making me talk about? I'm talking about fish fucking, aren't I?
Well, golly.
It's a little risque.
My review? No matter how dumb you are, how low your IQ is, this movie will insult your intelligence. I have lost brain cells watching it. I can't remember what comes after 4, or the letter C. This movie is not good.
What?
Warner Brothers, you have not hidden this film well enough. I have it. If you wanted to, you know, if you tried to bury it really deep underground, you did a shit job. You're probably the same guys who tried to bury Jumanji.
Yes, of course, I understand.
I am now going to throw this shit into the ocean, and with any luck, it'll slice in half every cartoon fish out there. Good day, fish fuckers. I said good day.
I wish I were a fish, 'cause fishes have a better life than people.
You're probably the same people who buried Jumanji. Oh, fuck off, penguin. I said penguin. This sucks.
You a fish?